Well, this is our 20th anniversary. So Chukar Cherries started here on the family farm 20 years ago. And from the very beginning, the goal was to create really wonderful, pure flavors using regional fruits, mostly cherries and berries. And so we started drying Bing cherries. We dried them whole without adding any sulfites or preservatives, which we continue to this day. We also dry Rainier cherries. Most people don't know the Rainier cherries were developed in 1960 at the Washington State University Agricultural Experiment Station in Prosser. So they're a fairly new varietal, and they were developed from a Bing and another dark sweet cherry. And then we dry a Montmorency tart cherry, and I have this great Chukar cherry diet where I take, I just have to have my wonderful glass of Washington wine, or any wonderful wine will do, but I do drink a lot of regional wines as soon as I get home. And I take our cherry medley, which is a mix of Bing, Rainier, and Montmorency tart cherries, and I put them on a cocktail pick, and I put them in my glass of wine. And they start absorbing the wine, and I will take one off every once in a while and eat it, this wine-soaked cherry, and they expand in your stomach, and they're very low calorie. So instead of getting drunk as a skunk on one glass of wine, I'm, having my healthy food and my glass of wine while I relax, and then I get dinner ready. So that's my Chukar cherry diet. And other than that, cherries are one of the few foods that have incredible vitamin and minerals, but also are able to reduce the uric acid, which contributes to arthritis and gout. So a lot of people eat them besides for their wonderful flavor. They'll eat them for that reason. And then, probably a couple of years after I started drying cherries, I went to Harrods in London on vacation, and that's a wonderful department store. And anyone that's been there knows that it changes all the time. And there happened to be one entire room full of chocolate-covered fruit. And it wasn't how we think of it as chocolate-covered fruit, but it was wonderful dried fruits from all over Europe that were coated in the finest dark chocolate. And some of them were made into pastels or jellies, but most of them were these incredible chocolate-covered fruits, and I had never had anything like that. And that's when I came back and started coating our dried fruit in chocolates. And we've kept with that European tradition where nothing artificial is added. The center is really premium. Many of our centers don't even have added sugar. And then we coat them in the finest chocolate, and we use just natural flavoring. So the Pinot Noir chocolate cherry is a natural red wine flavor. The Cabernet chocolate cherry is a natural red wine flavor. The Amaretto Rainier is a natural amaretto flavor on a dried Rainier. And then we use various blends of really premium chocolate and either unsweetened cocoa or sweetened cocoa or a blend of them to create the dusted ones. And we do add some spice once in a while, but that's the Chukar Cherry confection product line. And we offer year-round gifts and corporate gifts. A lot of business people use this for their corporate gifts. And what's wonderful about our products is that not only are they all natural and kosher, but when you eat them, you're eating real food, and you feel good afterwards and satisfied. And that's what, in my opinion, food should be, even dessert.
Now, you have a tasting room essentially here in Prosser because people can come in and try the products. What are some of your other locations?
Well, we have a wonderful location in the main arcade at the Pike Place Market, and those are really our two main locations now. And being surrounded by, and part of the growth of the wine industry over these years, our tasting room is just reflecting the winery's tasting room. We want people to be able to come in and taste the flavors and educate themselves and see what they like and what they don't prefer as much. And then also being surrounded by these wonderful wineries, we're giving them some food in their bellies, which is an important safety message.
Have you seen a growth in business at this location with the growth of the number of wineries in Prosser?
Oh, certainly. And there's a growth in pleasure living here and also visiting here, because you have some wonderful restaurants now, and there's an energy that comes with growth and creativity, and there's just a tremendous amount of creativity going on in the Valley now in the wine industry and in food, which is long overdue.
How many cherries do you dry and process every year?
Oh, geez. You asked the wrong person. I used to know that question. I do now the R&D. I do our catalog. I work on our website, which is www.chukar.com. I can't even tell you, but I can tell you that we are growing about 20% a year, and it's very sustainable growth. We really believe that you're only as good as your weakest link in business, and management is critical. Can't just be all creativity, even though that's my job. And we have a wonderful team and wonderful management, and we just put up a new warehouse. We do have a partnership with the Port of Benton, and I don't know if all your readers are familiar with ports, but in many areas there's these geographical text-based areas. They're called ports. And in this area we have the Port of Benton, there's the Port of Sunnyside, the Port of Yakima, and then it kind of goes, and they're not just cities, they go out into the country. And their job is to make sure that there is growth, and that the growth brings good paying jobs. So they put up a new warehouse for us, and we partnered with them in doing that, and it's really helped us.